Is KBOI 2 News Midday.
Good morning and thanks for joining us for KBOI 2 News Midday. I'm Rick Douglas. Now to your top 11 stories at 11. A Southeast Boise homeowner is lucky that a fire this morning was confined to his garage. Boise fire officials say he was awake because he works the graveyard shift. They say he wasted no time in calling 911 after smelling smoke, and good thing, because when they arrived at the 5,000 block of Tacoma Place, they found the garage fully involved and the fire moving into the attic space.
Initial reports were that you heard some popping noises in his garage. When he opened the door of the garage, it was filling with smoke, so he closed the garage door and called 911.
Firefighters say the homeowner wasn't injured, but the fire destroyed the man's SUV. No word yet on a cause or a damage estimate. Deep sorrow in Europe this morning after a German jetliner crashed in the French Alps with 150 aboard. Helicopter crews have reached the crash site and report there are no survivors. The Germanwings passenger jet was en route to Dusseldorf from Barcelona. Debris has been spotted, but the recovery effort will be difficult because the plane crashed in a remote area of the Alps. A Spanish school says 16 students were among those killed. We'll have more on the crash in just a moment. More than 100 employees at Le Bois Park could lose their jobs if the state legislature takes away historic horse racing machines. And track officials warn without the revenue from those machines, even live horse racing isn't sustainable locally. President John Sheldon of Treasure Valley Racing says the revenue from historic gaming machines is starting to show in their bottom line. And he says it's what they would need to keep the sport going here in Boise.
Surprised and disappointed that the legislature would pass a bill in 2013, allow Idaho businessmen to invest in 2014, and then yank the rug out from under their feet in 2015.
The bill to repeal historic racing machines already has passed through the Senate and is now in the House. It's still unclear if it'll get through and to the governor's desk by the end of the session. In all, more than 270 people could be out of work when race season ends. The Idaho Senate is considering moving up the date for our presidential primary, but it's a plan that could cost taxpayers up to $2 million. Senator Chuck Winder is sponsoring the bill, which aims to gain more pull for the state when it comes to deciding which candidates will get their party's nomination. Right now, our presidential primary doesn't matter much. It's in May, which is late in the primary season. By that time, candidates usually have been chosen. A House committee is considering a bill that would change the way local entities use eminent domain in cases of blight. The bill would require entities like urban renewal agencies or city councils to consult with a third party before seizing rundown structures or property. It would also require those agencies to allow a property owner a chance to fix any issues before eminent domain can be used. A bill banning doctors from providing the abortion pill through telemedicine appears to be heading to the governor's desk. The Senate approved it 27-7. All 7 of those opposed were Democrats. The proposal prohibits so-called webcam abortions, even though that option is not available in Idaho. Angelina Jolie takes another step to reduce her risks of getting cancer. In an op-ed for the New York Times, the actress revealed she recently had her ovaries and fallopian tubes removed. She made the decision for the surgery after a blood test detected a possible sign of cancer. 2 years ago, the actress underwent a preventive double mastectomy after learning that she had a rare gene mutation that predisposes her to breast and ovarian cancer. Jolie lost her mother, grandmother, and aunt to cancer. New worries today about a popular herbicide, Roundup. The World Health Organization's International Agency for Research on Cancer released a report saying that glyphosate, Roundup's chief ingredient, is probably carcinogenic. The study, a review of existing research, concludes there is limited evidence that glyphosate can cause non-Hodgkin's lymphoma and lung cancer. But will farmers stop using Roundup?
I think principally your larger agricultural operations that need it in order to facilitate their day-to-day operations are going to continue to use it.
However, California trade groups have criticized the WHO study, arguing that glyphosate has been widely studied for decades and accepted as safe by organizations like the EPA and others around the world. If you're thinking about college, this might be the week to get your application in. The College of Western Idaho is waiving its usual $25 application fee, but this week only. Already, nearly 4,000 people have applied for free, and this is just the first day. Do you know when the Constitution was written or what the first 10 amendments are called? Well, if you want to graduate, or if they want to graduate, Idaho students might soon have to know the answers to those questions and a lot more. The state Senate already approved a bill requiring a civics test for graduation, and after a House committee also said yes, its last legislative hurdle is the full House. The test would have 100 questions. Students would need to correctly answer 60 in order to pass. Police think human remains found in Alaska could be linked to the disappearance of a family of 4 nearly a year ago. The FBI is working with local police as they investigate a scene in Kenai. Police say someone driving down a trail came across what looked like clothing and human remains on Saturday. Authorities say other items found at the scene match items missing from the family's home. Rebecca Adams, along with her 2 children, her boyfriend and dog, went missing last May. Police say they're still working to identify what was found over the weekend.